All right. Let me tell you something, folks. I'm putting more effort in this than I should. Can't even get the rights to my own theme song. All right. E. Yeah. It goes, how does it go? Can't think of it now. All right. Everybody building the big ships and the boats. See, because you got to put your song in historical context. It makes it more classy, and chicks like it, of course. Some are building monuments, and not just the Ozymandias. Others are jotting down notes, like Janine Garofalo will read on stage later on. Everybody's in despair. Every girl and boy that forgot to take the Xanax. But when Quinn the comedian gets here, everybody jump for joy. Everybody. Come on without, come on within. You Nazis, there's nobody funnier than to Colin Quinn. Over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the original Brooklyn Bomber, Colin Quinn! All right. Thank you for that lackluster response. All three of you are in a club tonight. So, what's the big news this week? Well, apparently people are still upset over Donald Sterling's comments. And as usual, I'm the only one that's stepping up to the plate to defend this guy. I mean, didn't that used to be Fox News' job? Isn't this guy a job creator? What's their problem? I mean, why aren't they stepping up to the plate? All right? Why can't they just say he had a senior moment or something? Guy's 80 years old. He's got his FU money, or so I thought. Apparently, he's going to court over $1.8 million that he gave to his mistress. Meanwhile, UCLA just turned down his $3 million donation because, suddenly everyone has high standards. And God forbid there be a building on campus called the Sterling School of Apartment Management. All right? So let me get this straight. So now he can't give away $3 million to save his ass, but he's going to court over $1.8. Don't sweat the small stuff, all right? But Sterling's old school, or really maybe old school, and sure, he could go on TV and say, well, look at that. UCLA won't take my money, but my mistress will. What's it say about her? She's no saint. She's not donating the money to charity. She's not starting a nonprofit to rehabilitate L.A. gold diggers. But apparently he's not that desperate yet. So anyway, back to what he said, because, people forget that no one's allowed to say anything anymore, even if you're 80 years old. Just ask Kellen Thomas. Or just the other day, he asked somebody, what time does Amos and Andy come on the radio? You know why? Because he forgot. Because he's 80 freaking years old. That's why. But I think people are slowly realizing that what Clive and Bundy said is a little bit worse. I mean, that's just math, right? But I guess the media's not paying attention to Clive and Bundy anymore because a kid in the suburbs is more likely to become a basketball player than a rancher, or because Sterling's not a gun manufacturer. So, first of all, just forget what Sterling said the first time. Every rich guy hates his employees. No, I don't like this guy for two reasons. First of all, he's 80 years old, and I got more gray hair than he does, all right? And I'm like in my late 40s, early 50s, something around there. This guy must really hate sugar. And second, so he's 80 years old, and he's got a mistress that's 30 years old. Is the money really that good, honey? What? What'd I say? Anyway, no, nothing. All right, folks, Anyway, Sterling's sitting there going, why? Why can't my life be more like Jerry Weintraub? All right? I mean, his thrupple's doing okay, right? Anyway, the point is, once all the Der Fuhrer dies down, when all the Fuhrer dies down, it's a fake Freudian slip, once people stop being outraged, when they go back to not caring about the Clippers anymore, the Republicans are going to want this guy in 2016 because, he knows how to connect with young people. No, baby! I need a drum roll on that one. Got no drum roll. Nah, screw you. That was a good joke. And I didn't even say this guy was like your creepy uncle yet. No, nobody's got a creepy uncle like this guy, all right? Unless you're in the 1%. Of course, if you're in the 1%, chances are you're a little bit creepy yourself. Oh, I don't know. I think it's something about being able to buy and sell people that skews your perspective on life. That reminds me of the story. There was a story from the Middle East. It was a 74-year-old guy, was it? Wait, okay, I got the web here. So the story is there's a 70-year-old guy in Saudi Arabia, and he was gonna marry this 15-year-old girl. Now, he wouldn't give his name to the press, but he said that she thought she was 25 and not 15. So there you go. He's like, come on, folks, I'm not a monster. Even some Middle Easterns like going, really? I never thought I'd say this, but, whatever happened to the simple joys of Grandma and Grandpa, huh? Married for 50 years, like Alan Alda. I guess we're just down to Grandma now. Just because someone says to you, well, if you love your grandkids so much, why don't you marry them, doesn't mean you actually do it, all right? I mean, what are the two of you going to talk about? I mean, other than Grandpa saying, honey, could you get me my Viagra? Look, guys, I know Viagra's the greatest pill in the world and all, but if you really need Viagra to get in the mood, I think it's God's way of telling you it's time to get a different hobby, all right? Nothing? All right, well, a lot of Viagra fans in the audience. All right, folks, the point is... yeah. All right, you know what? Screw you guys, all right? And I don't even need to do this, folks. I mean, I've done actual work, all right? I mean, I did a guest shot on the Cosby Show. Yeah, oh yeah, the big one. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, show the clip. Show the clip of me on the Cosby Show.
Stuff.
Well,
There's
Dad,
another part,
why
huh?
don't we save the best for last, huh?
Okay, well, what do you want to watch now?
Oh, let's watch Brains on the Table.
Yeah.
Brains on... I don't understand brains on the table.
Davy Herbeck is a scream. This is the funniest concert film I've ever seen.
He's very hip.
Davy Herbeck. Mm-hmm.
Mom, come on, we're gonna watch the first video.
Fine, I'm coming. What are we watching? Brains on the Table. What's that?
That's Davy Herbeck, dear. He's a scream. And you're going to be hip when you finish watching this.
With his brains on the table, it's the mechanical maniac himself, Dangerous Davy Herbeck! Thank you, androids. Oh, I'm losing my mind! Hey, engineers, see what I have up here? It's my little toy train set. Who wants to hear it go choo-choo?
Oh, geez, that was a little gay. Even I think so. No, but it gets better. Show the rest of it.
I hate trains. The noise is destroying my brain cells. Okay, Mr. Train, I'd like to say hello to our good friend, Mr. Sledgehammer. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, Bobby.
Hey, Dad, we were watching that.
He is going back to the video store.
Dad, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Take that, Obama. You're not the only one who knows how to indoctrinate our nation's youth. All right, you've been a terrible audience, folks. Good night.